Hello guys, my name is Vincent. I'm a student in Kenyatta University. I'm doing biomedical. But today, I just today I want to talk about biology and just to tell you more about biology because what sometimes like if you open, I have one group and I have one page that as in if you just go to Facebook, then you just look for this guy called Vincent Desmond. That's me. Actually, just find me there because as in like many things maybe if you whatever I'm posting maybe in the Facebook, it's just more about this online teaching and also more about whatever I want to become in future. For example, like maybe in life I have ambition of becoming MCA 2022 within Makongeni, Caroline Botella Estate. Let me just say one thing. It's good sometimes to have ambition in life. Because as in maybe if you believe in yourself and if you trust yourself, you'll go far. Because what I know as in now, it depends. Like for example, like if I just work with 5 successful people, I'll be the 6th person. So my point is you need to watch yourself very very well because it depends or it determines a lot who you are. You need to know your identity. So like for example, my point is I won't fear. I will not fear anything. That's what I know. That as in the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So the moment you believe in God, all other things just come later, and you see that, for example, people that just discriminate me and tell me, I mean, you're still young, that you cannot become an MC. But I keep on telling them I cannot fear anything. So like my point is, to me, I really love God and I really respect Him because as in no matter what people just talk about you, just be yourself, believe in yourself, and trust God. Because if you have faith in God, you'll go far. That's my point. But today I won't talk much about that kind of my MCA stuff. But I really like talking about it a little bit because as in sometimes give me the psych. Because in 2022 I want to become an MCA. And I believe that if you believe in God, you just make it alive. So let me just talk about today about biology. I just you understand. Oh my God, like what am I mixing thing? But today let me just talk about biology. I want to show you the form 4s, form 1, form 2, form 3, form 4s. You need to understand that biology is not it's not a hard subject. It depends with you. It depends the mentality. So today let me just talk about just briefly about biology. For example, like biology. Biology is the study of living things. Or also you can say is the branch of science that deals with the study of living things. So underline the word living things. If you are there, my viewers, see, underline the word living things. What does living things means? For example, like living things consist of plants and animals. Plants and what? Animals. Why am I saying that? Because living things, they're like maybe you can even find them within the environment because environment is surrounding. So this you see, like biology itself is a branch of science that deals with the study of living things. So living things itself consists of plants and animals. Meaning, if you go to form 3, we have what we call ecosystem. And ecosystem is a component of biotic and abiotic factors. For example, like biotic things are the living things, but abiotic with A, that's all we call them non-living things. Meaning, biotic is the living things. This is why you see it is the branch of science that deals with the study of what? Living things. So, my viewers, living things consist of plants and animals. Plants and what? Animals. Just be very very keen. You know that biology means, because you see, sometimes you ask yourself, what does it mean? What is biology? Yeah. And then as you go ahead, also you need to know the main branches of biology. We have only 2. Biology, we have what's called botany and zoology. Those are the main 2 branches of biology. For example, let me just explain about botany. Botany, it is a study of plants. Botany is the study of plants. Botany is the study of plants. For example, like as the form 4 right now, they're going to start for the exam, maybe some like this year November or November, October there. I think even a Georgian company, some of them will become a botanist. For example, like even a deputy president is a botanist. So meaning you are and what you'll be just learning in campus, your work is only that to do research more about what? Plants. And also how to study plants within an environment. So botany is the study of plants. And then let's go to zoology. Zoology, it is the study of animals. Zoology is the study of animals. So your work, you just become a zoologist. Your work is just to study the animals. You know, sometimes maybe if you see a lion, you want to study it. For example, even if you see an insect, you want to study it. Those are what you call zoologists. Your work is just to study the features, the morphology of maybe like morphology, yeah? The features, maybe the features that they are being found, maybe on the animals. So, like for example, like the hairs. Do you see my hairs? Those you need to study the hair, my hairs. Like if you study my hair, newly, right? So these are the two main branches of biology. Another thing we need to understand about the other branches of biology. In examination, you may be as in it may even they can set the examiner can even set you that define the terms entomology. So for example, let me just talk about only 5 of them. There are 5. There are many, but there are some of the main other branches. They're always coming in the exam. For example, maybe even not only in your internal exam, but also maybe the main exam, maybe the national exam. For example, let me talk about entomology. Entomology, it is study of what? Insects. Your work is just to study the insects. You see, it's a good work. Then we have ecology. Ecology is all about the surrounding. Your work is just all about the surrounding, the atmosphere. Because what I know, atmosphere is a thin layer of gases. Your work is just study the environment. Imagine. So you can become what? Ecologist. You can become entomologist. And also we have what you call cytology. Cytology, it is the study of cells. You work just study the cells. You get my point? Cells. You work to study the cells. And also we have microbiology. Microbiology, this is the study of microorganisms. Examples, we have the bacteria. We have even the viruses. For example, like right, whatever you're just going through. The pandemic, COVID-19, it's a virus. So meaning your work is only to do research how or maybe the ways to prevent or the measures or even the solutions how to prevent COVID-19. So that's all about how in your life you can become microbiologist. Your work is just to deal about the bacteria. So for example, like the bacteria that's causing the cholera. You know, cholera is being caused by a bacteria called Salmonella typhi. Then it comes to cholera. It's being caused by a bacteria known as what? Vibrio cholerae. Then typhoid is Salmonella typhi. Salmonella typhi. For the cholera, it's Vibrio cholerae. You see, so like for example, like for the AIDS is being caused by the virus called HIV. You don't understand about that kind of a point. So let me continue. We have what you call genetics. Is the study of inheritance and variation. For example, inherit something. For example, like me, I inherit something from my parents. You see, for example, like you inherit the inheritance. That's the main point I'm supposed to know about it. For example, like maybe let me just talk about the genes. For example, like even if I marry, let me say like albino. You see, meaning one of our child will be albino. Okay, we'll take the genes of albino. Get my point? So my point is that's what you call genetics. It is the study of inheritance and variation. For example, like me, I'm suffering from sickle cell anemia. My wife, but I don't have a wife. My wife, I'm just saying, but some people come and have my wife. My wife, for example, like she's suffering from sickle cell anemia, meaning even our child will suffering from sickle cell anemia. That's what we call a trait. It being like you inherit from your parents, you see. So meaning, so my point is, that's all about microbiology. It is the study of microorganisms. So more things that cannot be seen, but you can use what you call light microscope. Another thing, my viewers, my students, I know you're watching me very well, and be attentive. Another thing we have of, okay, maybe like anatomy, that you know all about the body structures and their functions, you see. And also we have what you call also another branch. Maybe if you have any, we have also ornithology is a study of birds, you get. So like you need to understand about entomology, ecology, microbiology, genetics, cytology. Those are the 5. And you'll see, even examination, you might be asked, like, the study of cell is known as what? So in your mind, you need to detect, and you see that the meaning of the study of this kind of a cell, it's called what? Cytology. You know, in biology, if you mess up a spell, by the way, everything, it's wrong. For example, like if you do biology, you need to be very, very keen with your the way you pronounce it doesn't matter with the way you pronounce. You know, sometimes I can even pronounce things very badly. But remember that I'm not right. It depends. So the main point of biology is all about the pronoun, not the whatever you can just write. Huh? It depends a lot. So let me talk about another thing. Characteristic of living things. We have, for example, like the Form 1s right now, you can be even asked to state 8 characteristics of living things. What are the 8 characteristics of living things? We have what you call Mr. Nigger. We have M, we have R, we have N, we have I, G, E, R. So let me start with M. M is the movement and locomotion. R is the respiration. Then we have nutrition. Mr. Nigger, nutrition. Then I, we have irritability. Then G, we have gaseous exchange. Then another G is growth and development. Then we have E is excretion. Then the last R, we can even say it's reproduction. That's what you call Mr. Nigger. So my viewers, so you can be asked those kind of questions, like what does it mean? You get? So characteristics of living things. Yeah? That's the point you need to understand. So the students, you need to, biology is all about what you think. Those that in your mind need to think, because this is the brain. The brain has so many parts. It has so many parts. Even the way you walk. We have the brain. It's balancing your body. That's why you have some of the parts. You learn them in Form 4. I think the Form 4s, those who are watching me right now, we have cerebrum, hypothalamus, medulla oblongata. So you know those parts and their functions. Yeah? But today I'm going to talk about Form 1 work. I don't talk all about paper 2. Paper 2 consists of Form 3 and Form 4, but paper 1 consists of Form 1 and Form 2. So let me continue, viewers. So for those characteristics of living things, I just want to talk on one unit, and this is what we call about nutrition. That nutrition topic, it has made many students to be confused all the time. So let me just talk about it, and today you understand it. Let me talk about nutrition, then that topic is enough for today, and I think God will bless you. So viewers, continue listening to me. So just before I go to that topic, let me just give a break. I just want to sing. He has done so much for me, I cannot tell it all. He has done so much for me, I cannot tell it all. If I had 10,000 songs, it still wouldn't be enough. What shall I render to Jehovah? For he has done so very much for me. What shall I render to Jehovah? For he has done so very much for me. So that's a break. So let's go back to our topic. So I'm going to talk about nutrition. Nutrition, it is a process by which living things obtain their nutrients and assimilate them. Nutrition, as you're writing, nutrition is a process by which living organisms obtain their nutrients and assimilate them. So for example, like me, you see, I'm a part of nutrition, you see. Because my point is, like us human beings, the human beings don't make their own food compared to the plants. That's why you see you have that topic called nutrition. How do you obtain our nutrients? For example, if the plants, they obtain their own nutrients. Like I talked about us, how do you obtain our nutrients? So like the living organism consists of the plants and animals. So we have two forms of nutrition. We have autotrophism nutrition. Number two, we have heterotrophism nutrition. Let me talk about autotrophism. Autotrophism is a mode of nutrition by which living organisms make their own food from simple substances. For example, carbon dioxide, maybe like the sunlight, you see. Yeah, so they make their own food, the complex food, from simple substances. Let me repeat, it's a mode of nutrition by which living organisms make or manufacture their own food. That's what you call autotrophism nutrition. Let me talk about examination. Maybe define the term autotrophism. We have two forms, two types. Last year, 2019, they have been asked. It was, I think, number 5, paper 1. They asked, say two forms of autotrophism nutrition. So let me talk about those two. We have what you call. We have number 1. We have what you call photosynthesis. We have photosynthesis. Photosynthesis, let me explain about that. This is a process by which green plants make their own food. Green plants make their own food. Green plants make their own food. Sometimes maybe you ask yourself like, these are the green plants, the vegetables, like for example the skuma wiki. Some people, they love skuma wiki, they love the spinach. You see, those are the green plants. You see, the green plants make their own food by use of sunlight. For example, like if you look at me, see, I'm using the light, but like to me, I'm not making the online food. This is light from it's electricity. It's electricity light, okay? But you have natural light, okay? My viewers. So autotrophism. The first form. Two forms of photosynthesis. The first is photosynthesis. Let me explain about photosynthesis. This is the process by which green plants make their own food by presence of what? Sunlight. But then remember, be very keen. When you say, if you don't even mention about sunlight, you're totally wrong. You'll be given a half a mark. But if you say it's a process by which green plants make their own food by presence of sunlight, you'll get 2 marks. So be very, very keen. But you need to understand, you need to explain well. You need to tell about your points well. Number 2, okay. To the same form, the first form, photosynthesis. Photosynthesis from the word photo. Photo means light, synthesis. You see, my point. From the word synthesis, we have what you call chloroplast. You see, that's where photosynthesis came from. Chloroplast is a site for photosynthesis. And remember, chloroplast is being found in the where? We what you call palisade cell. Internal structure of a leaf, we have what you call palisade cell. Palisade cell consists of what? Chloroplast. And remember, chloroplast set of photosynthesis, okay? Palisade cell, the function of it made up of many chloroplasts that are being used to trap what? Light. Number 2, maybe let me just continue talking about it because of time. Another thing to determine about photosynthesis, you have two stages of photosynthesis. Number 1, you have light stage, and also you have what? The dark stage. Light stage, let me talk about it. Light stage, it's whereby that the water is being splitted by use of light to form hydrogen and oxygen. Remember, water, it has 2 elements, and elements are pure substances that cannot be split into simpler substances by taken by chemical what? Reaction. But that's chemistry. That's not biology. That's chemistry. That is chemistry. They don't want to talk about. It's a kind of a branch of something. They really come together. Yeah. That's about light stage. And then you see, like, also we have the dark stage. Another of dark is all about independent of stage. Number 2, so you have the second form, you have chemosynthesis. This is the process by which non-green plants make their own food. Chemosynthesis, non-green plants make their own what? Make their own food. Non-green plants make their own what? Make their own food. Non-green plants make their own what? Make their own food. Another thing, so this is all about 2 forms of autotrophism nutrition. So in examination, you might be asked, state 2 forms of what? Autotrophism nutrition. You have chemosynthesis, also you have what? Photosynthesis, chemicals, photo, light. You need to, the way you explain the points, you need to understand them very well. Let me just tell you my viewers, my students also watching right now, live. Let me talk about the second form of nutrition. We have heterotrophism. And this maybe you might be asked the meaning of it. It is a mode of nutrition that whereby which they depend on ready manufactured food. We are the one, as we what you call, we have our own phylum. We have phylum Chordata. We have the bones. I have bones. Maybe I have bones, but look at me, I have bones. That's what we call vertebrates. Vertebrates, they are animals, they have backbones. So that's the point you're supposed to know about that. So like that's what's called heterotrophism. Heterotrophism is a mode of nutrition whereby by which living organisms depend on ready manufactured food. Depend on ready manufactured. It has been already made. For example, right now, in the morning I just even I took my own breakfast. I didn't even touch made on my own self, but I depend. You see, like the bread is, I have already depend on it. You see, manufactured food. You see, depending on manufactured food, it has been manufactured. That's what we call heterotrophism. But we need to know what are those forms of heterotrophism nutrition. Number 1, we have symbiosis. Symbiosis. This is the process by which living organisms benefit from each other mutually. In short, you have what's called mutualism. They may benefit. For example, you give me and I give you. See, they benefit from each other because, by the way, if you see life, by the way, you need like right now, how you are, the way you are living, you need to benefit from each other very well. Yeah. So it's the same like symbiosis. You benefit from each other. You get? Yeah, that's the only thing you're supposed to know about it. Number 2, you have what you call saprophytism. Saprophytism. This is the process by which living organisms depend on dead decay. Dead decay. Underline the word dead decay. Dead decay. Into bracket, you have what you call decomposers. You get my point? Decomposers. That's the point you're supposed to know about it. And then let me talk about another one, parasitism, was all about the parasites. So guys, may God bless you. I know you have learned a lot all about biology, but it's not having hard. But next time I'll talk about other topics, maybe like cell physiology, that also sometimes like osmosis, diffusion, when it comes to the exam. The other topic I'll just talk about next time. So viewers, we are incoming MCA, and I will not fear anything. I really trust God. With the power that God, the tool that God has given to me, I'll use it very well. I'll give back to society, because where I've come from, where I've been to, is only God. Always be thankful to God. Even this thing that you have, be thankful. Tell God thank you. Even before the day ends, tell God thank you. He still loves you. Because you understand about in the book of Psalms 91, verse 7. So don't worry about anything. Be yourself. Forget about the past. Forget about the past. They're over. Be yourself. May God bless you. Let us pray. Everlasting God, we just pray for this day. We pray for everyone. We pray for my students. We pray for my viewers. We pray for everyone, God, Jehovah God. At this time, that God, we are passing through this pandemic. I pray that God may surround us with the blood, Father. I pray for the Form 4, the class 8, all the students. God, I pray for them. Also, me and my students, I pray for myself also. And other students, Jehovah, especially in the Form 1 class 8, they're going to do exam. Lord, Father, we cover them with the blood, Father, Lord. Even as I keep on continuing to share my knowledge to them, to many students, Lord, I believe will go far, Jehovah. God, may touch their souls. Be with them, God. There's not like you, my Father. We thank you and glorify them, Jehovah God. Everlasting God, surround them with the blood, Father. We need it, Jehovah Jireh. We thank you for this moment, Father. We cover them with the blood. Father, let's pray.